Do you hear that? That is the world on airplane mode. That is my favourite setting for planet Earth. It's peaceful, it's quiet, it's quite warm, and we are going to slow it down a little bit today. We are running to the new album by Esther. It's called How Many Times, and it came out on Friday, and there's a song on there called Keeps Me Running, which I've heard and I loved, so I figured I'm going to give the whole album a go. I don't always run to rock and roll. A lot of my running is done to slower stuff like this, so I figured it'd be nice to do a review of a more gentle album to show the gentler side of running, punks. It really is a beautiful morning. The world feels as warm and as tingly as my thighs after a 10-mile run. That's what it feels like. It feels like planet Earth has turned into a massive set of thighs. Look at that. That is the only thing that matters. I am surrounded by sweating rocks, and the watch is on, the music's on, and we're off. Come on then. Ah, lovely! Straight out the blocks with a violin, which seems to slow down the moving hands on the clock. We've got splashes of brushes on a snare drum, which land sad and soft, like moonlight on a scarecrow. The lightness of the violin is replaced by the smell of your grandfather's sofa as our guitar solo comes lumbering into the room with muddy boots. The song that started off light as a bird's feather is now settled in the corner like a milk bottle full of daffodils. And she's in the shower waiting for the hot water to run out. She's got a broken heart, but the music seems to offer a way to climb out of that sadness. I can feel the four walls that she's trapped inside. I can feel the heartache. Oh, she's just such a moving, delicious way to open an album. We're on the second song now, Keeps Me Running, and it feels like she's gone from feeling sorry for herself in the shower. She's outside, she's living life. It's making me run fast. Come on, this is interesting. In the first song, she's in the shower until the heat runs out, and now she's got a fire that keeps her running. What is that heat that motivates us? Is it love? We are heading to the reservoir. Let's get muddy. We've got a bass line that walks all over the song like a bird with a belly full of worms. The lumbering guitar solo from the first song is replaced by something slinky and light. Honestly, this music sounds like the sunlight coming through the trees this morning. Keeps me running. Watch this, watch this, watch this. Whoa! There's brilliant humour in there. I'd rather be between the sheets with somebody new, but I can't stop thinking about you and my bad moods. This song was taking me to sad old bars where couples dance slowly on the dance floor, and then those two guitar solos, they were hand in hand, they were cheek to cheek, dancing around a room that smells of soggy beer mats. Hang on, I just want to check I heard something properly then. Yes, I heard her right. She said she'd welcome a heart attack if it helped get over this guy. Woo-hoo-hoo! I absolutely loved that song about her bad mood, because the music was light enough that we knew that bad mood wasn't going to last. And in her bad mood, she still felt like the type of person who would share a bowl of chips with me. It's got a spooky vibe to it. I like the flow of narrative so far. It feels like it starts in the shower, and then I think we're going out, and then we're in a bad mood because we're going out, and now this just feels really haunting. Meet me in a canyon in a purple night, and she talks about going towards someone without her feet touching the ground. This is brilliant. It's got that strange colour to it. All the instrumentation throughout it just adds to this almost sexy X-Files vibe. I don't know, it's like the calm on a lake before UFO appears. It's making me think that maybe she's getting over a heartache by falling in love with magical things like music. And now the tempo's back up. We're on a song called Good Time. We are running fast now. I have been all over the place with this album. I've fallen in love. I've had my heart broken. I've seen Mulder and Scully jet skiing across a reservoir, and now I'm just having a good time. Happiness and movement go hand in hand on this album. You had the song Keeps Me Running, which is happy, and now Good Time. Someone has laced up their walking boots, so let's run, see if it makes me happier. Oh, it's working. You can always tell how happy a song makes a band from the guitar solo. That was such a joyous guitar solo. There's a really infectious attitude on this album. Esther comes across as just such a confident, unique individual. She's saying, leave your girlfriend at home. She's such a bore. Oh, this is like a country version of the Pussycat Dolls, but it's one of them. Just nothing like that at all. No, this is just amazing, full stop. Oh, hang on, someone's coming that way. Don't want to scare them with my shouting. Yeah, it seems to be looking at life as being about moving from one place to another, and you need company when you're doing that. She's always the passenger, and I find that fascinating. But here's a mad idea. Music also transports you. This could be a collection of songs about the power of music to take you from one place to another, the power of music to keep you warm and fix a broken heart. The playing, the sound of the guitar, it sounds like the guitar is giving her a hug. I don't know, I feel like her broken heart has been mended by music, by her own music, and that is such a thrilling thing to listen to when you run in. This song is called Songs Remain, and that line, I'm glad it was you that broke my heart, and look how fast I'm running to a sad song. For Christmas I bought my son a box of marbles. I think there was 100 marbles in there, and when I opened the marble box for the first time, the marbles were so clean. Her voice is like that. I don't know how to describe it, but her voice is like a brand new box of marbles that have just been opened. It's just so clear and beautiful and full of interesting colours. I love it. There was talk about wanting to know what's going on inside someone's head. Oh, this next song, wow! And that song ends with the sound of rain. Let me get like a radio tuning in and out. So it's as if she wants to know what's going on inside someone's head, and then she catches a glimpse. And now this song, I don't know, this is just bouncing. This is making me feel like I'm jumping over mountains. I love this. Her voice has gone from fragile and broken to mountaintop, where she's confident. She's almost rapping. The words are coming at you, full of energy, full of excitement. I'm running down the road talking to a GoPro. Not the best thing to do, really, is it? She's taking herself anywhere she can go to feel better. That song just ended with this big guitar that sounded like someone splashing back into reality, and now we are back on her sofa on New Year's Eve. She's alone and she's wondering if someone is out there. Has it been a journey in the mind? Has she been sat on the sofa the entire time? When it comes time to renovate the house and someone asks me what I want a room to look like, I'm just going to play them the guitar solos on this album and just say, make each room look like that guitar solo. This is perfect on an album which has taken us on a real journey and her search for the right companion, the right amount of warmth. We now know she's getting ready for a gig, and she's doing that gig without this person, and now she's travelling alone, and she sounds totally okay with that. I'm a cloud caught in the wind. Beautiful poetry. Just less than 8.5 kilometers in 35 minutes. An album full of magic, an album full of wonder, an album full of incredible playing and singing. Her voice, wow, it just moved me. It just really moved me. It seemed to me like we went on a journey trying to fix a broken heart throughout the album, looking for the right companion. And as the album went on, just with the sheer like joy that was in the playing and the tenderness and the affection I could hear in the playing, it was like she was falling in love with music throughout it. And for it to end with the idea of her doing a gig and then going on tour on her own, and she's all right with that, that for me was just wow. It just showed the power of music to heal, the power of music to motivate, and just the power of music to run fast, listen to a slower album. That was Esther Rose, and How Many Times. I'm a running punk, you should be a running punk too, because look at this, you just get to start the day in such a positive way like this. Anyway, as always, my message is love, my message is understanding. Have a good day and be excellent to each other. See you.